Yep. It's a bit misty, isn't it? Let me clean that. Better?
It's the
window, isn't it?
Close the window.
Close the curtains. You've got some lights in here. Aye. Hi everyone. Hello YouTube. Just wait for him. Sit down.
Yes.
Sit. Hi everyone. Hello YouTube. It's Trevor here.
And Nathan. Summit or Nothing.
Summit or Nothing. You knew that. And hello, Steve Adams from Texas.
Wow.
So we've got a few of you in tonight. Oh, we've lost some. We had 20 a minute ago. No. There's who we got? Roxfoot. I always call him Roxfoot. Oh, hang on, we've linked out. Our connection is unstable. Back in. Is it all right, everyone? Are we glitchy as hell or what? We got Roxfoot, Paul Maloney, Rory Stamper, Jason Paris, Josh R, Chris Benton, Des and Sarah Carter, Steve Adams, and Ryan C, Michael Warden Brown. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I've got some news for you, Nath.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got some news. We have reached 16,000 subscribers today.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it? What's really incredible is that only 17 of you have turned up. Glitch City. This is internet. I blame him.
It is my internet. If you've seen my internet, shocking.
Well, I don't know what else we can do. But a bit blurry. It looks crystal clear on here. I don't understand it. Oh. So the important 17 of us turned up. Exactly. Yeah, all the best ones turned up.
27 now.
No way! Kicking off. It's all kicking off here. So, well, how's things, Nath? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. All right. Been a while since we've sat in here and done this, isn't it?
It has been a while since we sat here and done this, isn't it?
Yeah. I've had, I got stabbed in the arm on purpose today.
Did you?
Yeah. And now I can lick door handles again and urinals and not worry about stuff. So
is that what you need to lick your urinals?
I think so. Yeah, just get stabbed in the arm. But
because I actually got stabbed in the arm for licking your urinals.
Was someone using it at the time? That's where you're going wrong. That's where you're going wrong.
That's how you get the best flavour.
Dear, oh dear. So, that unfit bloke, hello, from a campsite in Yorkshire. Hiya, Paul. Are you all right, buddy? He's doing the Yorkshire Free Peaks.
Right.
That's this weekend, isn't it? I'm sure it is, yeah. So, good luck. Hello from Norway, Scorpio Kitty. Wow. Wowzers. Texas and Norway. Can get two different temperatures, I shouldn't think, at the moment, could you?
I don't know, mate.
I don't know.
I know it was frosty here this morning.
Twanit. I've seen some of my patrons have put up some photos on the moors this morning and looked very cold. So that Paul, that unfit bloke, crapping it. You'll do great, Paul. Just keep going, 1 foot in front of the other. You'll make it. Me and Nath are considering doing it at some point as well, aren't we?
Yes,
Yorkshire
we are.
Free Peaks depots. Germany now. Hoi. Yeah, it's picking up a bit here. So, yeah, things are looking a bit better now, aren't they?
Yeah. The world seems to be, or our world seems to be opening up
our
a
end
little
of the
bit.
world. It's not looking too good in some places, but we're moving a bit. The weather's turning slowly.
There's sunshine. There doesn't seem to be any heat yet, does it?
No, not a lot. But I'll tell you, that camp I did the other night, that was just awesome. It was milder than usual. I was sat outside my tent for till the sun went down.
Yeah, it did look cool.
Yeah, nice.
Looked like you had a nice evening, man.
Yeah, crispy camping. Damn right, Jason Paris. So this evening we've got a few things to do. We've got a bit of chatting away. got some questions. If you lot would like to ask us questions, we'll do that in a bit. We've got the draw for the tent. So if you've entered the tent draw, we've got that going as well. We've raised over £300 for hospice care for that.
Cool.
So that's done all right. Then we got to pick out some names for the Patreon walk as well. That's up and running again.
Yeah.
Now we can sort of get that
we're
together.
looking forward to that.
Yeah. And and then just chit-chatting, questions from you lot, that sort of stuff. Just good to get back.
Yeah. I'm just reading, literally, the messages just keep coming in. I'm terrible when I'm watching TV. Like, if I go around anyone's house and the TV's on, you sit down in the living room, and they're talking away, and then I'm just like,
yeah,
that's it, and I'm gone. But it's kind of embarrassing because the only thing I'm really looking at now is a picture of myself on the TV screen. So, yeah.
I think the last time I'd done a live stream, it went on for 2.5 hours, and it's because I had stopped the chat scrolling somehow, and I was like scrolling it down myself, so I literally went through every single message. 2.5 hours. So we try not to do that for you tonight. It won't be that long. But what have we got here then? Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
How about another painting session? Perhaps a portrait of each other. No point letting the acrylics go to waste. Yeah, I shared that video. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. The thing is there wasn't. I've got to be honest. I didn't have a lot of acrylics left at the end of it.
No.
You say about not letting it go to waste, but the amount of paint that we had, you think would be plenty for that canvas, but
probably a good artist, it probably would. But yeah, I was the same. I used all the paints and only one brush. It's like what you paint a house with.
Do you know what? I tried using all of the different brushes, but none of them seemed to have any different effect. In the end, I'd just as well been some sort of caveman with charcoal on a stick. You know what I mean? It was just like mashing it. Trying to look like I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, well, I don't think it come across that we knew what we were doing. But not bad effort in the end. I'm looking at Nath's up here now. But mine's not here. But it's not bad. It's not a bad effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, right. How's the van? Did you name the new van? How's the camper, Nath?
Right, okay, let's deal with the camper van. So, one reason and another, a change of circumstance. I'm going down to having one vehicle. The camper just isn't going to be reliable enough or efficient enough. I do still have it. I am still getting work done on it. It's going to be more of a joint venture between me and my parents now, because they were sort of keen to have one. So it is there. It is still going to get done. We are still going to go out in it at some point when it's finished, but it is going to take a bit longer. Unfortunately, I've been let down by Neil, who's going to do the bodywork. He seems to be either scatty or what, I don't know what's going on with him. But anyway, couldn't get hold of him. So I found another body shop. They're going to take the work on. I've actually, in a room full of boxes of body panels. So it is still going on, but it's just going to be a long time before you see any updates on it because nothing really's happened. So yeah, that's where we're at with the van.
Yeah. And anything else?
Yeah, there's some other sad news. I did see earlier that someone asked, where's Moby? Unfortunately, he hit 13 years old a couple of weeks back. He just he started having a little sort of almost spasm and started falling over. I took him to the vets. They tried him on painkillers for a week. There was no improvement. He just got worse. He kept falling over and couldn't really sort of stand up. Didn't seem very comfortable. Wasn't happy anymore. So the vets just said, look, it is age. There's not a lot we can do about it. And I'd made the decision. He didn't have any quality of life left, really. So I took him to the vets, and a couple of weeks ago, he was put to sleep. So unfortunately, Moby is no longer with us. But I know he did love going on the walks, and he loved being part of the channel, irrelevant of whether he knew he was or not. Or he was all. He was all. So yeah. But you know, thanks for all your love to Moby, because people always ask after him and people always enjoy seeing him, and you know, he will be missed. But
yeah, and I'll put like a little bit of a video up at some point of all these, like just a collection of Moby just for the memories, really, you know.
his best bits.
Yeah, I wanted Nath to sort of be the one to break it to you, because it's a shame, but these dogs, they get old, don't they?
Yeah, you know, he was 13 and gone, like, you know, for a staffy, I've been told that's a good age. So, you know, he was happy and playful right up until the last minute. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He couldn't sort of do the mileage that we used to do, but even at 13, he would still, you know, he'd still come running over to me when I got in the door. He'd still bring me a tennis ball. He'd still be running up and down the stairs playing fetch and stuff. He just couldn't do the longer walks, like, you know.
No.
But then that weekend, where I don't know if he had like a mini stroke in his sleep or something, but that weekend it just, something changed in him, and that was it. But yeah, anyway, you know, I hope he had a good life. I think he had
a good life, mate. Yeah, he always seemed happy, didn't he?
Yeah, he loved people as well, didn't he?
Even when in the later days when he couldn't come out with us, Donna and the kids would have him, and he always seemed happy around there in the end, and he's comfortable with them. And
always so excited to see you when you turned up, because you always meant something different was happening. We were going for a walk, we were going out, or he was going with your family, like, you know what I mean? So I think he had fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Moby. But hopefully his memory will live on, eh?
Yeah, there you go. So that's on with the live stream then.
Yeah. So, thanks for your messages, guys. I know it's somber
note, isn't it?
No, but trying to be positive.
The funniest, Moby fighting with the rocks. Yeah. Not for Nath. He's always fretting, he's going to smash his teeth in.
Yes.
Rolling in stuff.
That's it. Oh my God, yeah. Badger and fox shit, man. Dogs. Why do they do it?
Right, let's have a load of questions then. Ping up some questions and we'll see if we can catch any as they flitter past. We're not going to keep scrolling back through, but let's go for it, folks. Harry McSherry, I think this live stream was done on Patreon, just been uploaded to here, so it isn't live. It is live, Harry McSherry. I'm reading your comment out. It was going to be just a Patreon live stream. I do one at the end of every month, but because we was approaching the 16,000 subscribers and we've got the tent to give away, we're here. So, where's your favourite wild camp locations? What that we've done, or
my favourite ever location that we've done was Cadair Idris.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And he missed the sunrise.
Yeah.
It was even better for me.
But it was a beautiful place to go camping.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed that. It's my only proper camp on a proper mountain.
Yeah. GTR's adventure. Any spooky encounters? Well, actually, the other night up on that tour was the only time I've ever really felt spooked, and it was eerie. I don't know what it was. It was like hairs on the back of my neck, tingly, like, you know. So, but the weird thing was when I'm editing that video, there's like a bit where I'm talking, and there seems to be like someone is shining. You know, if you catch a reflection of something, and it like sends a light past, but it sort of comes out from behind me in the video. I'm sure it's not a ghost. I'm sure it's just like dust in the lens or something. But I can't see what would have caught, what light would have caught it. But just weird. But that was eerie. That's about it. Have you heard about wardens hounding everyone? 2 more tickets. What Dartmoor Rangers? I think they should hound people. Apparently, someone commented the other day on that video as well that they camped at Blacktor, opposite where I camped. And there was people camping down at Wisman's Wood with like massive tents, lighting a fire in between all their tents and that, and it's back to this again, isn't it? It's just it's just getting stupid again.
The thing is we're on the cusp of getting to a point where you can go to proper campsites and, all right, you might not be able to go abroad, but holiday destinations within the UK are opening up properly again.
Yeah.
I know that even I've been working in Bude in Cornwall, and the amount of camper vans and caravans, you know, and you can go to proper caravan and camper van sites as long as you've got a toilet within your own van, like, you know.
Well, Bude was busy like the day that the restrictions first, well, the week before the restrictions were first easing.
Yeah,
You know, people weren't even supposed to be down there, and the campsites were filling up, and people with their own caravans and that.
Yeah, you know, so there are ways.
them.
There are ways you can do it without having to go and trash a national park. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about rangers going around stopping wild camping? I hear that's a bit of an issue up country, isn't it? People are being turned away from places now for wild camping, and I wonder. Well, it's got to do with the last year, the pandemic, but also people were putting around a what's it called? Petition last year to make wild camping legal, and I think all that's done is highlighted the fact that so many people are wild camping, and now they're trying to crack down on it. So it's had the opposite effect. It's just, irritating, really. But you know, probably a lot to do with the last year and people all over it.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is people didn't have anywhere to go last year. People that wanted to go places and do things that couldn't took up, not wild camping, but they took up going to the countryside and trashing it with a tent. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's a large chunk of the problem.
God, just open Benidorm. Just let them back in Benidorm.
Yeah, let's just send some of our vaccines to Benidorm so they can all go there.
Michael Walden Brown, what adventures do you have planned for us in the future? We've booked a date, haven't we, to go up.
Yeah.
We're not disclosing any information yet because we haven't even made up our mind.
No.
But we're going up to do some big up.
Gonna go do some bigger ups.
Big ups. And, well, we're supposed to be going out this weekend, but we still don't really know what we're doing.
The problem is like we've considered a lot of, not necessarily local destinations, but places in the West Country. But we've also been driving on the roads the last couple of days and seen everything that's coming into the West Country. So,
yeah. Don't know what to do, do we?
Also,
we'll do Summit. We're getting hassles from rangers at popular spots in the Peak District. Spoiling the fun. Chris Benton, Copper Lives Matter.
Copper Pipe Lives Matter.
Copper Pipe Lives Matter.
Oh,
I saw someone else put a minute ago. I missed it now, but I came here for the copper pipes and I wasn't disappointed.
Good. I'm glad you love that. They are never going to change. In actual fact, next time we do them, I might even give them a polish so they're shining in the background.
Mark Jeffrey podcast, evening gents. Hiya, Mark. Are you all right, buddy? Roger Perry, lost a cat of 11 years, fluid around the heart, heartbroken. Yeah, it's hard with your pets, isn't it?
Yeah, they're so much nicer than people.
Yeah. Fly and Wild Camp, North Wales. When is Nath going to come to the dark side and get a tent?
You need to go back through our old videos. I've got a tent.
Yeah, you need to watch the videos.
Yeah, Trev's bought me a tent. So I've got the, what is it? I can't even remember what it is.
Lanshan.
The Lanshan. I got the Lanshan.
Lanshan 2.
But hopefully,
season, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, the 4-season one. Hopefully, if we get our act together, we might even be able to bring a video to you in a couple of weeks where it's actually in use.
Yes, that's what we're hoping. Tom and Joe Vlogs. Hi, guys. Sorry we're late. Hope you're both well. We're doing all right. Evil Nine used to like Trev's garden wall, but Nath's copper pipe is to die for. Bulldog Badger, come to Brecon for a camp with Uncle Bulldog. We might take you up on that offer. How much of Dartmoor 365 have you guys got left on Dartmoor? Well, you got a bit more than me at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah,
that year.
Bit behind.
And I need to fill out I haven't looked at the map for like over a year at the chart, so I've got to add some bits to it.
What do you reckon? 150? Do you reckon you've done 200?
I've probably done over half. Yeah, possibly about 200.
It's a big empty space that needs cracking through.
The trouble is, all the open moorland, we tend to mainly done. It's now all like the little villages and all the road networks and bits like that. I'm not that bothered.
The bits of no significant interest.
Yeah, unless you like looking at old churches and memorial stones and things like that. Gateposts with a letter in it. Team Valhalla, how did you find your new Osprey pack, Trev? Saw it on Sunday's video. Yeah, I think I had it set up wrong. I've set it up right since I've adjusted the weight, but it was like all on the hips and the straps was up here.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But it was a heavy pack, and I think that's why I was carrying 14 kilos, was because the pack is like 2.5 kilograms anyway. But it didn't feel that heavy on the,
No, it carries its weight well, doesn't it?
Yeah, the placement of weight was fantastic.
When I bought mine, I think I got it in Cotswold Outdoors.
Yeah.
And the bloke in the shop actually
fit it to
my back, when I was in there. So, yeah. Yeah,
I didn't because I come back from work and just basically just filled it up and just ran off. Didn't even think to like adjust it.
He didn't run anywhere.
No, I don't do running. Running's for wankers, isn't it? Am I supposed to be watching this? I am not a patron. Healing Heart. Yes, you are. You can all watch it. Which this is for everyone tonight. What part of Dartmoor will the patron walks be going to? I am not revealing that at the moment. Because I haven't made up my mind yet.
But probably
we will let you know when whoever wins tonight, the draw, we'll let know.
Would you drink from a still lake if you can't find running water? Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm thirsty and it's the only water around, then yeah. But I mean,
if it's a lake, it's got to be fairly diluted.
Yeah, but well, I mean, we always take the water filter and the chlorine tablets with us.
I've seen Bear Grylls drink from elephant shit. So.
I saw Bear Grylls piss in a dead snake skin and drink that after getting stung on the head by a wasp.
What's the matter with him? What's the fucking matter with him? It's not real, is it?
He pissed in it and he tied a knot in the top of it, hung it around his neck, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm getting thirsty."
Oh God!
Yeah, well done, mate. I mean, he's made a fortune, so what do we know?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
Maybe we should drink our own piss.
Should we do a video where we drink each other's piss? When taking water from streams, you should always check upstream for contamination. Yeah. How far do we check?
Line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, I don't know that we ever really... There's water. We know that to do that, but yeah, there you go. Awful, aren't we? I don't know why you lot follow us. I've said it before.
Yeah, no, it's not. They're not following us for. I don't know. Why do you watch what we do?
Yeah.
Is it because we suffer regularly?
So, straight from the source. Little wolf. Bloody Greckle's taking all the parking spaces up the moors. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, we've just spoke about this. I don't blame people for wanting to come down here. It's picking your time to go out. If you're, I was lucky enough to get out midweek the other night and no one there,
I mean, I'm after me. I met Trev the other weekend for a walk. Nothing that we filmed, just a stroll around the park and then just on the outskirts of the moors. And seeing how easy it is to access Dartmoor from there, I think I actually might consider buying a house closer to Dartmoor so that I can walk to the moors. I don't know how much they cost.
Yeah.
I might even have better internet.
Yeah. You'd have better internet through your phone, I think. No?
I do have better. I don't know if any of you guys are aware, but we started doing a podcast, didn't we? And
we have.
It's just a bit of fun. We just chat about films. But rather than plug in the podcast, the point is that because of COVID, we haven't been able to meet up and record it. So we've been recording it separately whilst having a phone conversation. And then I'll send Trev on my phone, on my internet at home, trying to send the file, and it's taking forever. And then it keeps coming back and forth and doesn't do it. but I step outside and leave Wi-Fi and use my phone's internet, and then it sends in seconds. Like I cannot explain how bad my internet is. You know,
you could probably tell if you're watching this now.
Well, yeah. The quality of the video is probably doing that for you.
Chris Besant. Hey guys, you two have given me a reason to get back into the outdoors with a tent, etc. My wife passed away in February, and I've been at a loose end, to say the least. I'm off out next week. Cheers. Oh, sorry to hear that, Craig. That's
such, man.
I think the outdoors is a great remedy for sort of just getting over anything, you know. Moving on, and puts things into perspective, doesn't it? And it's good for the mind, good for the body as well, but it doesn't half bring things home, I think, doesn't it? Getting out there and
it just, it can help pull you through all sorts of sort of bad points, can it? I mean, it's just the beauty that's out there, you know what I mean? It just lifts you, doesn't it? You always feel better for sucking in some fresh air.
Yeah, and then views. Great. Yeah, Mark, around and about. The outdoors is the best therapy, certainly is. I should try Anchor for your pods, lads. Spot on quality and easier than recording separately. Yeah, I think because we're like, if we was to record like over the internet, it wouldn't be as good quality. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they've all gone to sort of recording over like the internet on Zoom or Skype or whatever, and it always like there's all that glitching. We don't get any of that. We're recording on our phones. The quality is ideal, and I get two separate like audio tracks that I can edit, so I can cut bits out. If he's coughing over I'm saying something, take all that out, and we can just slightly nudge conversations so we're not talking over each other. We come in after each other. So I think we've hit a winner how to edit it. Quite happy how we're doing it, really. It gives me something to edit again. I love it. Gareth Martin, greeting from Ireland. I'm looking forward to the camping. I have 15-year-old, 16 and 17-year-olds, all looking forward to camp and fires, etc. Keep up the great videos. Thank you very much. It's good to get them all out there, the kids. My teenager, if I suggest going out for a walk, he's not up for it. But now he's got a girlfriend who's into it, so he's out quite a lot. So yeah, I think he's swinging around. He's swinging around it. Nath, have you got a pot or something? What I'll do this.
We don't talk about the pot.
I've got some names in here for the Patreon. We'll do the Patreon walk.
You want a
shout out? Oh, and a beer. Why not? We'll select the names for the patrons, and then we'll get to the tent in a bit. Do some more questions, but keep things moving along. Do you know what I mean? Shout out. We've got Jaybird. Shout out from Alberta, Canada. Canada, lovely. And Redfan72, I'm off to Teignmouth next month. Fancy a night on Dartmoor. Any suggestions for a spot? As you know the area so well. Wow. I always say the Merivale area is great. There's plenty of car parking spaces all along different car parks up there. Loads of tours, fairly close. Make sure you've got a map and compass just in case the weather does come in. Have you got a pestle and mortar? Cheers, boy.
Well, the only other thing that I could really find was a Pyrex measuring jug, and I was just like, that won't look very good on video.
Right, I'll shuffle them up there. So what we're going to do for the Patreon walk, we're going to select 4. I think 6 of us out doing a walk is just sort of manageable. And as I said, at the moment, with car park in issues with people from afar coming, car parks tend to be really full. So yeah, we're going to keep it to 4 people this time. So I'm going to choose the 4 names now. Are you ready? I'll let Nath choose one. Go on. He's in there.
Have I got one?
Name number 1. Yeah, he's got one. Can you read my writing?
Steve Woods, you're coming on a Patreon walk.
You're coming on Patreons.
Woods.
I've got the next one. Josh Richards, you're coming. Steve Woods, Josh Richards. I better remember who's coming so I can email you any details.
How many are we picking up?
4.
Yeah,
so 1 each left. Got it?
Well, no, I've got 2, I think. Or I've got someone with a really long name. Jason Paris.
Jason Paris. And I've got Outdoors George.
Outdoors George.
So there you go. That's your 4. Jason Paris, Outdoors George, Steve Woods, and Josh Richards. Let me just hang up my phone. My mum's trying to phone me. I did tell her I was doing a live stream tonight.
He said, call me in half hour, so I've got an excuse to turn
how's your jab gone? How's your jab gone? So there you go, guys. Congratulations. And we'll see you on the walk. I'll send details of that when we've made up what we're doing.
Grab me a book.
Bringing a prayer. But yeah, there you go. Nath, 16,000 subscribers.
16,000 subscribers, 5 years. And it feels like there should be something else.
Yeah.
Copper pipes. Woo.
Well done. All picked. You'll get lost. Probably Chris Benton. Anyone wanting a nice long walk, give the wake walk a go. 40 miles in a day, Yorkshire. Wow. Cool. So any other questions? Timmy tickets. I'm missing Gardener's World and the snooker for these 2. Why? What? Just put it on. Everyone else has. All our other 16,000 subscribers, or so 15,900 subscribers have. What gear is on your wish list now? Nath, you got anything on your wish list? That's Paul Maloney.
Yeah, it wouldn't be anything necessarily to do with hiking, but I don't know. Can't remember the name of the person, but you know when I done my pack video last time,
yeah,
where I was trying to condense it all into my smaller pack.
Yeah,
someone did mention about the fact that they use mirrorless cameras, the smaller Fuji mirrorless cameras. I really want to combine the photography and the hiking. So I feel like
reducing the size of your cameras.
Yeah, I feel like the camping equipment is sort of there or thereabouts where I like it. Like, you know, bar a few minor adjustments. Maybe a slightly smaller sleeping bag, but even that, I'm happy with my sleeping bag. You know, I don't see the point in spending the money to get just a little bit less because it is a big item. So yeah, I guess a smaller camera, but that's, you know, a couple of grand. I don't know.
I feel a bit the same really. Last year I spent a lot of time buying stuff because I couldn't really do anything. So I've got more camping gear than I know what to do with at the moment. So
honestly,
I think this year I'm just looking to spend on getting out and about, really, hopefully.
If anyone, you know, obviously you probably won't, but when I go to Trev's house, it's like walking into the Go Outdoors storeroom. It's crazy.
It is, especially as I used to borrow all his stuff, all his hand-me-downs, and now he walks in and he's like, "Jeez, Trev."
Every time I come to leave, it's just like, "Oh no, if you can," I was like, "No."
Yeah, palming him stuff off now. I tried to buy, you know, sometimes I buy, I'll have one. I'll get one for Nath as well.
Which, you know, I don't want you guys to think I'm ungrateful. It's not like that, but a little bit. But no, it's, you know, it's brilliant that we've got to the point where we're not really wanting for kit, though, isn't it?
No, it's
you know
good.
What I mean? Yeah.
I'd like to get smaller, reduced kit. So maybe I need to fork out a bit more for like smaller kit. I don't know, but not bothered. Doing all right at the minute. God, one leg is playing me up. I've got a bad ankle. Do you recommend any good hammock camping sites? Well, I've only camped in a hammock once, but I'd love to have some recommendations if anyone's
if you guys was that? No, it's not really helping.
That was Ashley Williams. Paul Liptrop, what is the strangest thing you've heard at night? That alien duck in the last video turned out to be a snipe, and apparently it's made by its wings when it dives or something. That can't be right, can it? Sounds weird, but there you go.
I can't really say that I've heard anything weird whilst camping.
No, there's not a lot of noise up on Dartmoor, is there?
No, I mean, I don't know, like me moaning.
That's about it.
Snoring, me farting.
We had Jesus coming once, didn't we? Oh Oh.
There was one particular evening where you spent the whole night panicking about that weirdo in the shelter, wasn't it? That was kind of rigorous, wasn't it?
Yeah. I watched too many psycho killer films.
Jules, Nath, is your UL 80 still alive? Trev is the one with the UL 80.
Yeah, I got a UL 80, and you've had 2 diets. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying this, but yeah, I took mine out again last week. It was fine, really comfy. I can't believe the good night's sleep I had on it, to be honest. But yeah, I've heard a couple of people say theirs has gone down. So just watch this space, innit? Always take a puncture repair kit with you. What else we got? Have you ever been challenged by a landowner dog walker? No. You can we camp on Dartmoor, we can camp anyway. And I've only camped a couple of times on the southwest coast path where I probably shouldn't have, but I sort of sat around until it was dark and then set up my tent and then pick up first thing in the morning and clear off before anyone sees me. So Rebecca Edwards, I love to watch your camping videos, but I always wonder, how did you guys meet? Well,
that is a story for another time.
Well, I had a mate. I was sharing a flat with a mate, and we had friends who worked at the same place you worked, didn't they? And our flat was a bit of a party flat, and he was brought round our house for some party sometime, and ended up staying for months.
Yeah, that was
and
it.
I think by the end of that summer, was it, or the following summer, we moved. We had a flat together, didn't we?
Yeah.
But just one of them chaps who we just got on straight away. And there's been patches where we haven't seen each other for like a year or two in between, but then we'll bump into each other. He'll be working next door to where I'm working or something, and then all of a sudden we're sort of seeing each other again, but no time has passed.
The best thing that ever happened was the Summit or Nothing, isn't it? Because you guys will know for yourself as well. As you get older and you stop going to parties and sort of life changes, you settle down, families, kids, whatever, careers, DIY projects, whatever, stuff gets in the way, and then you don't go out every weekend, or maybe you just can't handle a hangover, whatever. And stuff changes. But Summit or Nothing is a wonderful way where we can still meet up, be idiots, have fun and laughs like we used to. But, it feels like that we're achieving something at the same time, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's been great.
John Cooper. Hi, chaps. How's Betsy going? John, you might have missed it earlier in the video, mate. It's just going to be a long slog, but it's sort of a partnered project with my parents now. I will do a catch-up video on it at some point and explain it in more detail.
Andy Stanley, the expedition hiker. I've had the UL 80 for 4 years and only just started to lose a little air by the morning. Can't argue. 4 years for 40 quid. No. Oh, I will say something. You might remember a couple of months ago, I done a video about these trainers. Well, I've been wearing them every day when I go because not every day, but most days I go and do sort of a 3 or 4 mile walk. If I've got a spare day, I'll get up early and go and do that. And I've been wearing them trainers and they've been brilliant. But today was the first time I went out when it was wet and it rained, and my feet was absolutely soaked afterwards. So I'm a bit pissed off about that.
Yeah.
So I hope no one's bought them. That's the thing. I do first, the company send me the gear and then they say do a review, and it's got to be like unboxing and stuff. That's part of the condition to get the thing. So I'm always trying to be honest, but at that point it kept my foot dry until I went into water over my shoe. But yeah, that's the trouble with doing that sort of thing, is that you don't know further down the line. So I will do a follow-up video of that. I always try to amend it if it's not worth it. Sometimes,
it's like you can't give a review until you've had an item for 12 months.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, but I'll give them a good test on that day, So I thought the review was honest, and I said, there you go. What's this?
Who would win in a fight, Mr. Messner or Bear Grylls, Bulldog Badger? I'd like to think Bear Grylls. What do you think?
Not that you'd like to see Paul Messner beaten
up.
No.
But he's ex-SAS, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to be, hasn't he?
You've got to think Bear Grylls, surely. Be an interesting one to see. Maybe ask Paul if he's up for that.
Paul Liptrot, the funny Devon voices get me in the videos. When you both get going, I'm crying with laughter. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, the stupid thing is we tone it down for the video so you guys can understand what we're saying.
We're not. Yeah, it's not like we've got those accents, but it's working in the area. And some of our friends have really got like thick accents, and you end up mimicking them. And before you know it, you've got all these phrases and things you throw at each other. And yeah, it's just one of them things. Smoking Rider, love the Need for Weed film. Are you both ex-stoners? Some more than others. I'm a keen bush Wayne. Hi everyone, I'm a keen bush crafter and in a wheelchair. I've recently bought an all-terrain wheelchair just after the world lockdown. Have you guys ever met a wheelchair user camping? I don't think I have. I've seen programs where people were getting on doing stuff and going up mountains in them and things. So there's a lot more accessibility now, isn't there? Yeah.
It's not going to be long before we do bump into it. It's inevitable, but I guess it's something that's slowly opening up more and more. But we'd encourage it, of course we would, because the more people, it should be something that's open to everyone, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Team Valhalla agreed about the local lingo. Maybe a future video. We did a video of it, didn't we? Remember when we sat up on King's Tour? I can't remember what the video was. Was it a shout out? We done shout out video in one of our very early first years.
Yeah.
And we sort of went through all these different phrases, didn't we?
Yeah.
So maybe you could look back for our videos and find that, or maybe I'll share it somewhere. I'll share it in the community tab. Pardon me, beers. Ex-TASES didn't even complete training, as broke his back before pass out.
Well, there we go. Stand corrected.
Yeah, he seems the type to sort of like, oh yeah, full of himself, isn't he?
I was in the SAS.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell him that myself though. I don't know where he is.
He drinks his own piss though, so it's got to count for something, innit? And he doesn't just drink his own piss. He does it at the drop of. It's almost like he enjoys drinking his own piss. Let's be honest. So, he's unhinged, isn't he?
Yeah. Wayne is looking forward to doing the fan dance in Wales at the SAS doing training. Well, good luck to you on that, Wayne. That'd be great. Great one. Dartmoor runner. Hello, fellas. Let's see you smash out the Dartmoor way. What do you think? We want to do more sort of long distance and that, but it's getting the time. He's sort of quite important in his job, and I'm quite important as a father. No, we will get more time to do these longer walks and stuff. So, yeah, watch his space.
The thing is we haven't had much more than Dartmoor accessible to us for a while, would we? We're kind of keen, to be honest, to go away out of the West Country for a bit and do some more places we haven't been to. Yeah. I personally, if I had a choice right now, what I'd quite like to do is maybe go to like the Isle of Skye or some of the islands off of Scotland. Yeah. I don't know why. I've seen it in a few videos. I've been watching on YouTube and stuff, and that would be something that I'd really like to do. But there
you go.
All in good time.
All in good time. Trev, you don't sound like you're from Devon. No, well, my roots are from down here. My granddad was born down here, and then he moved up country to Maidenhead after the war, met his wife, and they lived up there. And then he retired back down here. And my parents followed to be with my nan when she got ill, and we sort of stayed here. I was like 5 when I moved down here, so I am local, actually, kind of. But no, I don't have much of an accent.
But then
until I want to.
Yeah. When you watch our videos back on YouTube and you watch people that aren't from down here,
you'd be surprised how much of an accent we got. I mean, our cousins say it, when they come and visit us, and they're like, they say, you do roll your R's. But there you go. Little Wolf, private schooling, they all drink each other's piss.
Yes, yeah. They actually, do you know what? I'm not going to say that.
Cape
Fine.
Wrath looks brutal but awesome. Des and Sarah Carter, spelling terrible. Sorry, keep retracting comments. Just ignore, fellas. It's not rude, it's dyslexia. Ayrshire Camper. Have you ever done the West Highland Way? No, we haven't. No, we haven't done any ways yet, have we? We've done the odd mountain.
Yeah.
Haven't we?
Bit of sideways.
Bit of sideways, a bit of upways. We're doing the other day. I was working on a job doing some guttering and fascia board job, and the chap come out and he's like, "Do you do downrights? You're changing downrights?" I was like, "Oh, what, downpipes? Yeah, downpipes. Yeah." I don't know what made me remind me of that. There you go. Mark Jeffrey podcast. What camp tomorrow night? Sheep's Tour or Gutter Tour? In your opinion, Sheep's Tour's great. Probably be busy this time of year, Mark. I should think. Get there early to get parking space, perhaps, or late. I don't know.
The moors are going to be littered for campers this weekend,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
going to be really busy, isn't it? Wild Man Moose. Hi, chaps. Being from Dartmoor area, is there any locations where you would not advise to park and leave your car for an overnight camp?
Currently, any car park near Dartmoor. It's just going to be the thing that
I think you mean like for like not having it broken into and stuff, but we've not.
I don't think you right now. I don't think you have to concern yourself with getting broken into. I'd be more concerned with people trying to cram too many vehicles into a tight space and bumping into each other. But it is what it is, you know. I think if you're going to park in a unattended car park, you just have to deal with the consequences, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot you can do. You just have to. I hated it. Especially with my last works vehicle, Trev will tell you, I used to panic about it all the time. But you just kind of have to accept it. I think it's part of what you're doing. You know, maybe, you know, like literally, I was thinking about before I got Betsy, I was thinking about buying a van, and I was thinking about getting quite a nice modern van to convert into a camper, and then I was just like, I'll have the same problem over again. I don't want that. What I want is a piece of shit that I can park up, and it's got so many dents in it, I'm not going to notice when someone opens their door into it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. GJ, love the channel. You pair on the moors is brilliant. Appreciate the work you put in. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Big up one time with your bad selves. I mean, chaps. Thanks, chaps. Oh, no worries, GJ. Glad you like it. Glad you like the channel.
Have I lost interest in tarp camping? Yeah. Did I ever have an interest in tarp camping?
That's all you wanted to do.
Yeah, I think I sort of
camping,
forced myself to go down that road for such a long time. And honestly, the last time that I went out with Trev and I was in the Lancashire, it was just like, oh my god, what have I been doing for the last 3 years? This is crazy. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm never going to do it again, but my pack is currently at a weight that is equal to what it was before, but with a lot more comfort. So what are you going to do?
Chris Brenton, Trev, my UL pillow and its nipples are a different picture these days. Did you see these? My nipples on my pillow.
No, I didn't.
Well, you'll have to watch a video. Synthesis tutorials. Have you lost interest in tarp camp? Oh, you got that. Got one myself, and there's some really fully enclosed pictures shown by YouTuber Papa Hiker. I was only watching his videos today, actually, Papa Hiker. Right. I want to try some more. I'm keen to try some more tarp camping. Now I've got my new bivvy bag. 500 grams bivvy bag. It packs down smaller than a Pack-A-Mac, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I know, but do we...
You can do what you want.
Good.
I might have a go. But yeah, I was looking...
I can't wait to see you go off camping because you've been in the tarp.
Well, if I didn't enjoy it, I'll go back. I mean, the last time I went out in the tarp was up on Branscombe's Loaf, and yeah, that was a shit night. I was getting pissed off. The wind, it kept falling down, and there you go. What we got? Should we draw the tent price? Should we series one the tent?
Should I Go. Oh right. Yeah. I was
What,
gonna
draw
go.
attention?
I was going to go get a
Can you remember who
notepad.
won the Patreon walk? Remind me. Right, in this box, let's see it.
You want to see inside Trev's?
Look, all them names. I've manually written out every ticket. Last time I had a raffle book, and after I finished doing that, I was like, oh yeah, I had a raffle book last time. Just listed people's names and put what numbers they were. But the hard way this time. I love wasting time. Right, so everyone, hold on to your seats. Who's going to take home the tent? You'll find out. After this name's called out. You watch the number, the viewers drop. Ready? Brace yourselves, fools.
Does that say what I think it says? Waynus.
Waynus. You've won the tent. So
wait. Are we saying that right?
Waynus. That's all it was on the thing. So
or is it W?
It's WAYNUS. Waynus. Unless it's William Anus.
Will Anus.
Waynus.
Sorry, we're
won the tent.
We're not.
So if you send me your address, Waynus, to info@summitornothing.co.uk. Congratulations, you've won a tent.
Rebecca Edwards wants to know what made us desire to make YouTube videos. You want to field that one?
I just used to watch. I used to love making videos. We used to make short films, comedy sketches, music videos, stuff like that. I just love editing. I had a camera in my hand ever since I was like 12. And then I just met a chap at work who was big into mountains and Dartmoor, and he got me excited for it. And I thought, there's only one friend I know who I could go up there with. This old boy, give him a call. We went up to Dartmoor and I took the camera, and that was that, really, wasn't it? I was always going to film it.
yeah. It's like,
didn't give him a choice in it. I'm filming this.
But
the next time, we went out again.
If you guys knew Trev, or if anyone knew Trev, wherever Trev turned up and he had a camera in his hand and was filming it, it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a shock to the system, was it? Like you said, you've always had a camera in your hand, And it just went from there, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it went. What that? Jesse G. We took a leaf out of your book, sat huddled up on a tour last night with a packed dinner, listened to The Hound of the Baskervilles. Oh, cool. I like listening to an audio book. I
probably wouldn't choose The Hound of the Baskervilles if I was on I don't like stuff that creeps me out.
I've actually listened to that audio book, not on Dartmoor, but I have listened to that audio book. Sam Knight. Surprised more people don't use public transport. Only a few quid on the bus from Exeter to Roehampton. And soon there's a train going to be running from Exeter to Roehampton, and they might even change the route from to Plymouth as well, they were saying, weren't they? So they're thinking, where the train is at the moment. Where's it go through? Where it's Dawlish. They might be getting rid of that train line now and going from Roehampton, apparently. So big changes there, make them much more accessible.
Jack Francis wants to know what are your top tips for long distance, like 20 mile plus in a day. I would say don't try and film it.
What is that? Your top tips for walking long distances of 20 miles? Oh, I don't know. I've done 33 miles in a day and I filmed it. But you wouldn't stop the camera and put it on a tripod and film that.
No, but it's I don't know. I probably haven't done 20 miles since.
I don't think. No, I've done a few on the coast. I've got up to I think I've done 21 miles on the Southwest Coast Path a couple of times. 18.
It's just it's about just plodding, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
just having, as long as you got the time. I set up the camera and I found I had a drone and I'd take that out, and I think that slowed me down more than just using the tripod.
Right.
So I just stopped using the drone. Can't use it on Dartmoor anyway. But I think with the tripod as well, I used to set it up and then go back miles and get the shot of me walking. You don't need to do that. Literally, put it down, walk that way for 10 seconds. That's all you need to do. And then walk towards the camera or walk away, just for a short amount of time. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to use a long shot of you on there anyway. A couple of seconds is adequate. How's that? How hard was Ben Nevis, Matt Quick? Actually, the easiest mountain we'd done, wasn't it? Because at that time we'd done a few before, and I was well on the coast path by then, wasn't I? So my stamina was right up. We didn't have massive 18 kilos of pack on our back.
Yeah, that wasn't a training video. That was like, oh, this is the biggest mountain in the UK. Let's just take.
We still had more stuff than we needed.
Yeah.
But crammed into small packs, wasn't it?
But also, I think that's the only mountain I've done with you where I actually wore hiking trainers and not boots. But the path was so good, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It was like, it's actually quite.
Except for where we went off the path. Oh, we're going to go up that shortcut. Fucking really shit.
Yeah.
Terrain.
We met that bloke, didn't we? Who was that?
Yeah, and really crap terrain. And then we got up, and the people who was behind us went in front of us as we got up to the hill at the top.
But,
so it was
we
like
saved nothing.
Nothing. Just made it hard work for ourselves. GJ Lantern 2, best value for money, but really one-man tent. Change my mind. See, I've always liked a two-man tent for a one-man tent anyway, and I don't really go out. When we've camped before, no, actually the Mirage is a two-man tent, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's slightly bigger than the Lantern, isn't it?
Yeah, but even though with two of you in there and all your kit, it's still quite crap. I mean, one of the things I liked about the tarp was the fact that there was so much space in there for the weight for one person. Like, I mean, you could easily fit two people in it. So it was like carrying it. It was like being in a two-man tent, but weighing less than a one-man tent. But I totally agree though. Like, it is, you really do want to use it as a one-man tent, don't you?
Yeah. And I've only actually I've got the Vic One that I take out, and that's the only one-man tent I've ever used. And to be honest, I've loved it. It's been because I've got my bag here, my roll mat here, and I don't slip off it. There's nowhere for me to go, so I just everything stays together all night. And I've had some really comfy nights sleeping in that. I love that tent. So
he is always banging on.
I can't stop banging on about it. Yeah, I love it. It's my favourite at the moment. But I wouldn't necessarily take it out in extreme weather. Probably not. Don't know, might make a good video. Still got to take out the one Tigress.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I've got a shitty little Vango tent, the Soul 100, which is awful. So I think we should go out in one of them each. Make a video of that. What do you think? Timmy Tickets, I love the Cloud Up 2 simply because of Trev. I think the Cloud Up 2, I've actually filmed a video where I'm discussing all my nature hike tents, and I come to the same conclusion really. There's Cloud Up 2 pips the others to the post, I think. The Cloud Peak is great, but it's a bit more of a faff to put up. It's good in the wind, strong winds. But the Cloud Up 2 is just sleek, it's lightweight, it's easy to put up. Yeah, proper job, you. Would you recommend? Would you, Andrew Donahue, would you recommend? He hasn't spelled it well, I'm just being a tit. Titin, would you recommend the OEX Leviathan over the Vango Latitude? Yes. It's warmer, it compresses smaller. Yes, I would. It might be a little bit more expensive, but yeah, so far I've really enjoyed using it. Davina Kane, OEX Bobcat 1 here. Oh, hi, OEX Bobcat 1.
Hello, OEX Bobcat 1. Are you a robot?
An angry COD fan. I'm sure it means Call of Duty, mate. Might not. Each to their own. Any good apps for navigating? I'm in Plimpton. Actually, I'm a bit pissed off about. View Ranger has been sold out.
He's having a rant. I'll be back in a minute.
View Ranger has been bought out by another company, and they're shutting everything down, and they're trying to get you to go over to this other app, which has bought it, and it's absolutely, it's gash. I haven't done it. I haven't converted yet because I've just read all the comments on the Play Store of everyone slagging it off and giving it 1 star, and you think, right, you've got a rubbish, inadequate app. You buy a decent app that everyone loves. You merge the two. You would go more over to the good app, wouldn't you, than to put everything onto the crap app?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
So at the moment, I'm trying out different apps. I tried Komoot the other day. Great app, but my God, that whacked the battery off of my phone in no time. I don't know if you lot have had this problem. And I have my USB charger, which I can charge my phone 3 or 4 times on. So I plugged my phone into that, and it drained that. And I was only walking around Fernley with the kids. It was literally out for like 3 hours, and it drained my phone and my USB charger. So, yeah, I don't know about that Komoot. It looked really good. There was some good stuff on there. But I've downloaded a few now. I'm going to try, and I'll probably do some videos of them as well. Because can't get enough content, can you?
Yeah. I got to be honest, if you guys followed our earlier videos, I just gave up with navigating in the end. I just let Trev do it all the time now.
Well, when Nath left, I think I went out for one walk and tried the map, and then downloaded View Range and realised how easy it is to plot your routes on there, and then that's all I've done.
But now we might have to go back to using maps.
Yeah. GJ, Komoot is cracking. I use it alongside the Garmin Instinct Solar Watch. Unbeatable. Yeah, maybe I need to get like a watch or something to use it with. Maybe that won't slow it down so much. I don't know.
I was actually thinking about, I've seen there's a channel I follow with a guy called Henry Turner. If you're into photography and you're into walking in the Lake District, he's currently started a series where he's doing all of the Wainwrights, and he's doing them. He's not grouping them together. Is there like 250 Wainwrights or something?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, and he's doing each one at a time. So if you're into hiking and being outdoors, it's not a bad channel to watch. But he bought himself a watch because he gets up early in the mornings. He tries to get up these fells for sunrise and stuff. So he's hiking in pitch black, and he bought himself a GPS watch for navigating that. And he seems to be doing all right. I mean, he seems an experienced fell walker, but I actually thought I quite fancy the watch after that. So if you guys got any recommendations of what's good, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm great at not researching things, buying something, it not being the right one, and wasting money. So,
yeah, me too. Evil 9, use airplane mode for your phone. Yeah, but I mean, I did in the end, to be honest, because I was running out and it did save it. But then I like to be able to use, a View Range. I never had to have it on airplane mode to walk around. I don't know why it zapped my battery. I mean, it didn't just run my battery out fairly quick. It zapped it, and it had been plugged in the charger when we got there. So it was like near to 100%. And then run out in an hour or two. It's shocking, really. Can you remember, Team Valhalla, the first videos to feature the calamity and impending doom music? Always a highlight.
What's the calamity there?
Well, that would be Incy Spider. There was a different tune, wasn't there, at first? So I remember there was the one where I was unpacking my bag and then trying to pack my bag up on Great Mistour. I think that was like the first time we'd used that music, wasn't it? That might have been one of the first videos we used music in, actually.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And yeah, and I put it all away and then realised I hadn't put half of it back or something. I had to take it all out, or I needed something out of it. Or I don't know. There you go. Doesn't say, can anyone else see in this? I'm getting a weird colour left side of Nath. It's colour testing the walls and missing the Mediterranean. Don't pick terracotta, don't do it.
What?
It's probably these lights. We got a raid one.
And it's got a blue one, yeah. Have you seen it?
I just got some new lights and I thought, I'll just stick them up. Makes it a bit more interesting. Max Piper. Hello, Max. Obi Gwen Bay.
Obi Gwen.
Be right, be man. Max Piper, great staple, I think. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's where the video was. Yes. Don't remind me. I'm in stitches from that clip. Yeah, that was a good moment, wasn't it? I don't know. There's been so many now, isn't there? Titting stuff going wrong.
I always love some titting about, does
I just think every time I get back, I think, have I done something? I don't think I can use the music this time. And then I go through the footage and I'm like, oh, yeah.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. Every time there's something. I don't know if we've heard from Waynus at all. Well done, Waynus. But everyone's sort of, I feel bad now that everyone's taking the mickey out of his name. What have we got? What is the tallest man height you would recommend for the Lancian?
Tallest man height?
Yeah.
Oh, how
tall would you be getting it?
Well, I'm 6 foot, and on top of because I think it would depend on how thick your sleeping mat is, because on top of that thermarest, obviously the higher up you come, the closer you're getting into the apex, isn't you? I was just about on each end, so I guess if you led across it at an angle, if you used it as a one-man tent.
Yeah, I've always felt the same. If I'm in a tent and it's tight, just sleep acrossways and it's fine.
Yeah, so maybe 6'3", 6'4", maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's quite a tall man height.
Yeah.
Above average.
Yeah. I am 5'8" and use a Neo Air and winter quilt just fit. Timmy Bobinson, I have a UL80 but thinking about an X firm.
If you've got the money, why not? You know, it is a quality mat. But saying that, I've only used mine once, so don't listen to me. Go and watch someone who's had one a while.
Have you used a Sterapen for purifying water? I've heard one, have you? You probably have.
Is that the ones that are like a straw that you can suck through?
Oh, is that the one where we saw the video of the two girls and one of them pisses in it and then spilled it all over her mate? It's true. It's a video that used to go around.
What the?
There's these two girls. They got like this hiking channel from years ago. This was when we first started out, and they got this like pen, and they're saying, "Look, you can drink it through the dirty water, and apparently it can purify urine." And one of them like fills up this beaker with urine, puts it on the table, knocks it all over, and it spills all off the table, all over her mate.
I'm glad you explained that. It's the first time I was just like, what? Can't talk about that on here.
Oh. What was?
Quick.
Very quick, isn't it? Anyone else want to say something? I think that's a different sort of video. Two girls and a cup. Trev, what have you been watching, mate?
Stop it. You're killing me.
Lancian Pro single skin. Yeah, I've heard the Pro. I've not tried it, but a lot are going sort of down that route now. Whether they can sort out the condensation issues. That's the only thing with the Vic 1 that I've got. There's a newer model, but who knows? Paul Cook. Hello, Nathan Trev. How long have you been on?
Oh, it's about an hour and
About
8 minutes, 38
seconds. Yeah.
42 seconds.
Been a while, Paul. Just coming to an end, I should think. You get condensation in the Lancian Pro, and if it rains, you got mist in your tent. Oh, nice. Miss Odd Socks. Hi, Miss Odd Socks.
Miss Odd Socks.
She's been here from the start, hasn't she? Well, not this video, but early days. One of our very earlier viewers. It's always good to see these names popping up again, isn't it?
Where's you seen George's post lately?
George Post, yeah, he still drops in. He doesn't come on for the live streams, but he does message a fair bit. George Post. There's a Sarah. Trev putting up the One Tigress is hilarious. But on a serious note, I have bought a One Tigress Smoky hut, which is incredibly spacious and light and easy to set up. One pole and a few pegs, and that's it. Yeah, I do need to get out in the One Tigress. I'm sure it's fine. We know this issue again, so. I've heard that. Cheers, chaps. Oh, cheers, GJ. Nice to see you. Hey, Russell. Hi, guys. How are you? We're all right, mate. How you doing? Doing all right?
Yeah,
Keeping
we're good,
all right,
mate.
boy?
Yeah.
Have you ever been hiking here in the Mendips? No, Ryan. We haven't, have we? Mendips. Is that just outside of Somerset? Is that right?
Yeah,
Is that the
I
Mendips?
think it is.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I was thinking the Melvins is up in what's the
So I just Paul Cook. First thing I hear was two girls in a cup. Pure faith. Lol. Oh, is this their lives? Oh yeah, this is them. This is them. Oh dear. The Lantern Pro 1. I think it will be all right for the summertime. Timmy Robinson. Andy Valden. Sorry, boys, at the pub tonight. We're dropping to replay. No worries, buddy. Jesse G. Did you start with an inflatable mattress? How does it compare to the mats you use now? Well, I'm on an inflatable mattress now. I think the first mat was a self-inflator you gave me, wasn't it?
Yes.
A little...
that green one, wasn't it?
Yeah, just Matney Warehouse, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
That was all right.
Special.
That was all right. And then we went on to using the Firmrest Ridge Rest, and that was it. Fuck me, that was the most uncomfortable. Then you realise that's sort of like a secondary mat, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, I was a firm believer in using just the mats because I didn't want something that was going to punch her. I didn't want to carry around excess weight. I just wanted something small and lightweight. But having used that Thermalest X-Lite once, I'm completely converted. The earlier inflatable mats were all right, but they were just so big. But the technology's come on leaps and bounds now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Somerset Mendips, we was right. Chris Benton, funny to see the complete turnaround that Trev is going to be under a tarp and Nath in a tent. Weird happenings. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but hopefully at some point he wakes up in the middle of the night in a fucking puddle.
What do you think about camping on the coast? Worrying about being blown off the cliff?
Don't camp on the cliff.
No.
Go down low. No, I think
choose your time. If you know it's coming in windy, you'll probably be coming in anyway off the coast.
Yeah, I mean there are times when we've been camping on Dartmoor that you can quite clearly see in our videos where it's been as windy as it's ever going to be at the coast. You know, it's just find just pick your camp spot, isn't it?
Yeah,
your pitch.
Lewis Art UK. I think Trev had the sequel 3 Lads in a Bucket. Right, Robin, that's my brother. That is. Cheers, Robin. Yeah.
Good.
iCoastal Camp still here. Yeah, you'll be all right. You just choose your nights, didn't you, and choose your locations, so you'll be fine. Yes, it has limited use, but it's good for super light, dry conditions for the price. Oh, that's the Lantern again. Mendips are near Bath.
I'd go for being sucked off on the beach.
Is it better to be blown off a cliff or sucked off on the beach?
If I'm honest, if I had to choose.
What have we got? Wild Man Moose. Nath, what was the story behind your decision to return to Summit Nothing? You were sadly missed at that time, but glad you're back. Over to Nath.
Do you know, like when I took a brief hiatus or whatever you want to call it, it was I had a lot going on in my life at the time, and I didn't have a lot of spare time going on, so I had to make a decision so that I could get some other things done. That's been achieved now. Trev was still happy for me to come back. We've still, even when I wasn't hiking with you, we were still talking.
We never fell out or nothing.
You know what I mean? We were still friends. I still supported Trev in everything that he was doing. I still followed his progress, and then Trev was happy for me to come out walking with him again. Then we decided to go camping, and it's sort of, we're here. I really enjoy Trev's company, and this the channel's an offshoot of it. Isn't it?
It's brilliant. I was just saying today, because a chap I work with and the chap I make videos with and do a podcast with, just two of the funniest people I know. So my life is just filled with laughter at the moment. I love it. It's great. And yeah, I don't know if you've heard our podcast, but we started off being, you know, a few funny comments here and there, but like it just getting ridiculous. What we just can't stop making each other laugh. And I just love editing those.
It's one of my favourite nights of the week. You know what I mean?
So we get to watch a film and then discuss it and just make each other laugh. It's great. Having bought the firm rest, I do worry about punchers. Would you guys recommend a foam mat as an extra? I think they're like, but just extra space on the pack. You'd like to think that the firm rest you'd do without the foam mat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, my only reservation with using just the Thermarest on its own was when I was in a tarp and I didn't have a ground sheet, you know. But I think just be fastidious about try to get there in good light, make sure you inspect where you're pitching your ground sheet, and you should be all right, you know. But I mean, we're always going to have bad luck. You never expect to pick up a puncher in your car on the road, but you know, every now and then it happens, doesn't it? Just take the repair kit.
Yeah,
I guess.
Tom R, are you two a couple or just mates? And we're just mates. I'm married, I'll have you know.
Oh, it's the first time we've ever been asked that.
Have you seen Brokeback Mountain? Paul Cook, Nath, glad you're back. Haven't got to listen to Trev all the time. Hi guys, have you ever seen some of the landowners, gamekeepers using thermal imaging devices to find wild campers? We've been told to move on. Not around here. We haven't yet, have we?
No, no.
We haven't. Like I said, we've only really camped Dartmoor a few times on the coast. See, won't it? See.
I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
Tom R, your laugh is infectious. It's not just my laugh. It's not just a laugh, is it? Like my STDs. That's what I was hinting at. Lots of people out on the moor these days. No, you were not impressed with crowds on Snowdon. Thoughts on this? Changed your minds? Do you keep any places secret because of this? I don't. You know, we said on Snowdon it was a shock to the system, wasn't it?
Yeah,
seeing that many people, and by all accounts, it's even worse at the moment. I don't blame people for wanting to do it. You know, and we've said in the past it was a bit harsh what we were saying and judging everyone for something we are up there doing as well.
Yeah, it would be selfish to try and keep these amazing, beautiful spots to yourself. Like, you know, there's nowhere in the UK that is hidden or secret. I guess if you get to Scotland, you know, you can really get off piste. Dartmoor's not big enough to really sort of get out. And it's such a draw for so many people from such a large area, isn't it? There's always gonna be people up there. I think it's an inevitable thing now, isn't it?
It's choosing your times and choosing your locations.
Yeah,
so
try and go outside of school holidays and try and book some time off and go midweek if you can. That's you know, if you want to get a bit more sort of isolation, try that.
But yeah, I don't blame anyone for wanting to do it, and good luck to everyone, and you know, just wish people would just use it, you know, take more respect. I just don't understand people who just disrespect things. It's just weird, isn't it, how some people are like that, just ain't got it in their head to put their rubbish away or whatever. Horror channels. Hi Trev and Nath, love the videos, great choice of music, from the putting up the tent tune to the reflective music on the moors. None of that annoying music that spoils many other YouTube videos. Thank you. I do try to choose the sort of appropriate music, and
it's all down to Trev. You know, Trev's artistic choices in the editing. I love it. I love watching a new video because, you know, although I'm there when we're recording it, it's not, you know, and you have fun and you have memories of it, but it's not until you see the final edit that it really sort of cracks you.
And it's something that I've found tunes. So now I have a selection of go-to music, and the tent putting up music. I don't know why, it just, that's perfect for putting up a tent, you know? And I think when I wanted to put up a tent in our videos, I didn't want to do a time lapse because everyone was doing a time lapse. I didn't want to just show it in its entirety because that would be boring. but you want to include it in every video because you want to make every video, when someone's coming to watch it, it could be the first time they're watching it, so you want them to have the whole experience.
Yeah.
So it's trying to find some way of putting up the tent in a way that's not boring to those who've already seen it 100 times. So that music was just perfect because it's got lots of sort of points where I can cut to the next bit of me putting up the tent, and just move it along. And then with just different music, just some shots. Sometimes when I'm filming the shot, I'll have the music in my head. I'm like, oh, that looks like, that music will go with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're editing it and then you sort of get a rhythm in the shots and you think that's long enough, and then you start to just try different music. Sometimes I feel if I'm rushed, I'll put the wrong track on, and sometimes there's a few videos where I'm like, oh, I wish I'd put a different track on there. But
I have tried editing videos before. It is not anywhere as simple as you might think, and I take my hat off to you, mate, because you end up with a polished product every time.
Yeah, it's the more I do it, the more it's I'm in more of a routine, so I quite enjoy sort of doing that, and I don't know. Yeah, it gets easier. It's not a chore, and I just love editing anyway. So, and I think you fine tune what you're doing. I mean, our videos used to be really long. Now they're not half as long, And now I do sometimes I'll edit a video and I'm thinking it's like 20 minutes or 25 minutes, and I think it doesn't need to be that long. So I'll upload that for the patrons and then edit it down to upload to YouTube to keep it a bit more concise again. So just something I do. Not easy for going outside of school holidays as I am a teacher. Think get off the beaten track away from scenic spots. Yeah, that makes sense. Planning on travelling down your neck of the woods in June. Can you give me a good wild camp location on Dartmoor? I always say, I've said it before, either go to the Northmoor, sort of Oakhampton range area, or Merivale. I think the Northmoor's best, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Merivale, there's a lot of tours. Well, and Oakhampton, there's a lot of tours all fairly close to each other. You get a good couple of days in walking around, camp in the middle. Oh, Lewis Art, you want to try using Pinnacle on a crap PC? No, I don't. Don't tell me. No, I'm lucky to have the program that I have for editing. I can do quite a lot on it. I got it given to me by a chap that I used to film weddings with, and he could have it on 2 computers and he only had one. So he said, do you want the other? Put it on your computer. So I've got a legal, not illegal, a legal version of a really top-end sort of editing software. So lucky. If you could choose any pop hit for your next video, which Boney M song would it be? Can you actually get more tracks off online editors, or can you add your own? I use just YouTube tracks because I found sometimes you go to different sites and they want either a payment or a subscription, or I've done that in the past when we used to make films. I found a perfect soundtrack for a film called Pete Burden that you could use and allegedly monetize on YouTube. And then I put it up on YouTube. Not only could I not monetize it, I also got it banned in America. And, so it's easier just to use YouTube, and to use, I don't even use the full selection. I just find the ones that you sort of select what's it called? Some of them you have to ask for permission. You have to put all this blurb in the right up below. Some of them you can just use. So I just select that. Non-attribution, that's what it is. I use those versions. Daniel Jackson, thank you very much, sir. No need for that. Again. Do you like tour bagging with Nath?
Tea or bagging?
Tea.
It's not really something we get into, but now we've been asked that we're a couple, I suppose we need to clarify that that's not the sort of thing that we do. We have separate tents for a reason.
Anyone follow the David Portal's Missing 411? Well worth a watch. No, not heard of that.
But yeah, it was. Sorry, I just keep laughing at the tea bagging comment. It's very funny.
I'm an expert tea bagger.
That's
I watched.
You're an angry cod.
Me and my son, my young son as well. I've just watched a load of the Will Ferrell films, and we watched Anchorman. That was all right for him. What was the next one we watched? Because he'd seen Elf and he's like, oh, who's that chap? And then he saw him on another DVD. So I've shown him a few of them. I put Step Brothers on and didn't realise quite how bad that he shouldn't have been watching that. But we got too far into it to turn it off. So that's my. I think at the teabagging scene where he's teabagging the drum kit.
Yeah.
My son was just like, don't think he got it. But there you go.
You'd like to think that he doesn't get teabagging yet.
Trev, check settings and have GPS updates less frequency to help with battery life. Thank you, Evil 9. Yeah, I will. I have to have a look and get to try it out. So we're coming up 1 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah. Should we say this is if you've got any more questions, guys, this will be the last round of sort of questions.
Yeah, let's round it up.
And then this will round it out.
Yeah. What is your ultimate hiking climbing expedition on your bucket list? Just see as much as possible. Really.
I don't know. Bodmin more.
Yeah, King Arthur's Hall again. It's about real cases of people going missing in national parks in North America. Oh no, I've not seen that.
Yeah, Appalachian Trail. Actually, I'd love to do the whole Appalachian Trail. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a bucket list thing.
Because he always moans after 10 miles on Dartmoor.
If I was going to do the Appalachian Trail, I probably wouldn't want to document it. You know what I mean? Just actually go and just have the piece. Try and actually meet people and speak to people on the trail and do the whole community thing.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I know, right?
Daniel Jackson, any more painting challenges? Who knows? We said we
were going to do some high definition.
Des and Sarah Carter, I didn't realise about copyright and the hassle, but thanks. If you could, though, what would you like to put on, or can't you say?
Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe.
Really?
Sprung in there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not about. I don't know, really. It's. I just like the atmospheric music. So
yeah,
what we got is all right.
If you choose the music first, you kind of have to make the video to the music, but we sort of film the footage and then the music has to fit.
Well, nothing we do is planned. I don't know if you've noticed that. It's usually the morning we're going out is when we decide where we're going, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and when we go out, there isn't like, right, we're going to do this, 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 and this in this video. We just point, film, capture. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And throw it together. Love to see you do the Appalachian Trail. Have you heard of Grandma Gatewood? Is that the woman who done it in her bare feet? If it's not, then no, I haven't. Are you going to retry Triffin this year? Well, I want to go to Triffin, but there's like a circular route that I want to do.
Oh, around the horseshoe.
Triffin, yeah. I think we should do something like that next time. I think that's where we went wrong when we used to do mountains. We used to just go up and down, didn't we? But now we got all these different apps that you can just plot your route and, you know, not be so heavily dependent on maps.
Yeah, and probably not take a shit ton of unnecessary kit.
Yeah, not carrying 18 kilos in our backs.
But, you know, and it's worth mentioning as well, that although we are still filming it, we are far more efficient. We're not filming as much as we did in the early days, are we? You know?
He's not. But no, that's it. Are you guys going to retry? Oh, I've had that. Either of you thinking of getting any nav or outdoor qualifications? It's been something we've discussed before, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe one day further down the line. Was it the Himalayas you were going to do, Trev? Is that still on the cards? Well, I've raised all the money for it. I've emailed them today because I had an email come in from them about 3 weeks ago about travel insurance. So my travel insurance had cancelled, but at the moment Nepal's not looking that good
Right.
It's right next to India, so I don't know what's going on again. It's one of them things, isn't it? Just waiting to hear. So, yeah, I've got back in touch with them, but they haven't got back in touch with me. You both over time have had hiking poles. Did you walk using them or use them more for tent poles? More for tent poles, but we have used them, haven't we?
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it in a couple of videos, but I've had problems with my knees in the past, and my left knee used to give out, and I'm always terrified that something's going to happen again. So I just like taking them for security. And if you're going to take them anyway, then if you can use them as tent poles, it just makes sense, I guess.
Bulldog Badger. Barrymore was married. That's a shit excuse. Yeah, and Philip Schofield. But yeah, it is a shit excuse. He's not my type. Is that a better one?
He likes a weedy, more sort of pushover kind of a guy, don't you?
Where else we got? Did you actually burn the one Tigris after the failed attempt? No, and I think a lot of the fault was it didn't have instructions, and I didn't look up how to put it up. But I'm going to give it a try, and give it the benefit of the doubt, as they say. Any
Daniel Jackson? Any Crib Gock progress?
Fuck off! Stop going on about that. No, I'm not interested. Maybe we'll do, like I said, we'll do Helvellyn.
I want to do it.
He can do it. I'll meet him up the top. Andy Coldbook. Sorry, you've been busy here now, Andy. We're just about signing off, mate. So you can go back through and watch if you like. What's the best hike in the UK? Well, my favourite is the South West Coast Path. I love it.
I've not done them. What's the favourite?
What's the best hike in the UK?
I don't know what the best hike in the UK is.
Yeah, I love the South West Coast Path. It's just everything I've done of it. It's just so interchange. It's so changeable. I love it. Love being by the ocean. Brilliant. Desert Sarah Carter. Cool. Cheers, chaps, for the live stream. Peace out. Look forward to more banter. Cheers. Yeah, I think it's time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we've done all right. Hour and 22. So, guys, thanks ever so much for watching, guys and gals. It's been brilliant again.
Yeah.
Nice to see you all again. Nath, nice to see you again. And
congratulations to the tent winner, Waynus, and to the 4 patrons who will be coming on the walk with us.
Remind you, Steve Woods, Jason Paris, Outdoors George, and Josh Richards. Look forward to seeing you guys out on the walk. So yeah, keep it up, everyone.
Cool.
Keep safe, keep happy, and
peas and carrots.
Peasy cheese.
Peas. Cheese.
Ending. Is it ending?